The Leakin Princess Fiery Princess, written by MSkim37E. The beginning. My name is Leah Marino, and I'm a member of the Burgundy River Pack. Tonight is the 18th birthday of the future Alpha Dante, and I'm trying to get the decorations hung up when I'm lifted off of the ladder and find myself in his arms. Dante kisses me with a smile. Leah, we have omegas to finish. Don't you want to go get dressed nicely for my party? Dante asks. For when we prove to everyone you're my Luna, my mate. I kiss him, not wanting him to see I'm on edge. I have a feeling things aren't going to go like he thinks, and I don't want to dampen his day. Yes, I do. I'll head home and see you tonight. I grab the gift I'd gotten for him and hand it to him. I didn't want to give you this in front of everyone. He smiles and walks me out to my car. I get inside and start my car driving home. I hope he'll like it. I still have a bad feeling. A few hours later, my sister Rachel finishes my hair and makeup, and I stand up to look in my wardrobe door mirror, and I gasp. Oh wow, is that me? I ask as I stare at the beautiful woman in the mirror. She's the polar opposite of the tomboy who hung with the guys and could fix a car a lot easier than put on makeup. My reddish-brown hair was pinned back to cascade down my back in curls. I wore a black silk gown that clung to my curves and dipped low to the small of my back. It had a lacy pattern on the hems and is floor length. I hug my sister. Thank you, Rachel, I look so sexy. I say, and she smiles. Oh, my girls look gorgeous. My mother says coming to hug us. Thomas is here, and we shouldn't make him wait too long. Rachel and I grab our things and head downstairs and out front. Oh, you both look beautiful, my dad says as we slide into the back seat of the Yukon. All right, we'll be right behind you. Thomas starts driving and smiles warmly. Miss Leah. Miss Rachel, you both look beautiful, he says, and then he and Rachel start chatting, and I look out the window. Miss Leah. I am torn from my thoughts by Thomas' voice. When I look over, I realize we're at the pack house. I get out of the car and gasp at all the people arriving. Dante wanted a small dinner, but Luna Simone said, as the future Alpha, his 18th B-Day had to be huge. She wasn't kidding. I wondered how Dante was going to feel. I have a flashback to the previous day when Dante and I were in his room so he could try on his suit. Flashback. Well, what do you think, babes? I turned to see Dante standing in front of the bathroom door. He looked so handsome and sexy. Well, you look so hot, I said, then blushed, and he came to me, wrapping his arms around me and kissing me deeply. When we parted to breathe, he gave me a sexy grin. Leah, tomorrow night, you're staying here. When I show you and everyone that you're my mate, I'm taking you all night. He kisses me again and turns to go change. Yes, Dante and I had made out, but we agreed to wait until we were mates before having sex. It hadn't been easy, believe me. Babes, let's just run away from this circus. You're the only one I want to spend my birthday with. Dante wraps his arms around me from behind as I look out the window at all the omegas setting the party up. As amazing as that sounds, we can't. Your mom is right. As the future Alpha, this party isn't just for you. Our pack needs to show our strength. I tell him. You're right. I'm so happy you'll be beside me as my Luna. I don't think I could do this without you helping me. Dante tells me, and we kiss some more before I head home. End of flashback. Excuse me. Do you mind getting out of the way? I hear and look over to see a blonde she-wolf looking at me in disdain. She's tall and thin. Her two-piece bright pink dress has a plunging neckline that ends right below her breasts and a slit up to her middle thigh. She looks like a Barbie. "Are you deaf or just slow?" she asks. Imagine allowing a slow Omega to be seen at such an important event as the future Alpha's 18th birthday. A clone says from next to the Barbie, "I wonder if the Alpha and Luna even know she's out here." The identical clone as the first says from the other side of the Barbie, "I apologize, just getting some fresh air." I reply, not wanting to cause a problem on Dante's party. I step to the side. They walk past me and enter the pack house. "Leah, there you are. I've been looking for you," Dante's sister says, hugging me. "Come on, you have to see how great everything looks." She leads me inside and I smile. It's perfect. Dante wanted a nightclub look and it's exactly like he described. There's 3 bars, 2 food stations. The entire room has green lights and the dance floor is huge. The DJ is already rocking it. The VIP lounge is completely private with couches and lounges. One side is open looking out at the dance floor. "Leah, you totally nailed it. Dante is going to be so happy." It wasn't just me, the Omegas and staff did most the work. I say right before we hear the bell for everyone to gather in front of the grand staircase. Donna and I make it to the front of the group, and she whispers to me excitedly, "Dante told me he knows his mate is here." "Oh, Nikki, I heard the future Alpha is so sexy," I hear one of the clones say, and realize they are standing on the other side of Donna. "That's what I heard too, I hope he sees me," Nikki says and giggles. "Oh, the moment he sees you he'll be crazy about you even if he isn't your mate." The other clone gushes. "Donna, do you know who those Barbie dolls are?" I ask quietly and she scowls but nods. "That's Nikki Fells, her father is Alpha of the Summit Lake Pack." Donna tells me. She's so full of herself and only sees the rest of the world as who can benefit her. "Welcome to the Burgundy River Pack." Neil, one of the Omegas, gets everyone's attention from the top of the staircase. He waits a moment. Introducing Alpha Joe and Luna Simone, they step up and we all clap. I notice Luna Simone keep glancing back toward the doorway before I catch Alpha Joe give Neil a slight nod. Introducing the future Alpha of the Burgundy River Pack and birthday boy Dante. I look at Donna and she is wondering the same thing. Why didn't they introduce my parents as Beta? When I look up, all thoughts leave me when I see Dante walk to the top of the staircase and sniff the air. He growls before starting down the staircase and his eyes are black. He heads toward where we stand, but my blood goes cold when I see he's looking past us. As he walks past Donna and I, my heart breaks to see him stop in front of the Barbie. "Mate," he growls as I had dreamt he would so many times, but not to me. "Mate." Nikki growls back before jumping into his arms, and he holds her, while kissing her passionately, just as he had to me earlier today. I'm frozen watching them. Suddenly I feel a hand on my arm, turning me away from the sight. "Come on, let's get out of here." My best friend Marina mind links to me, and all I can do is nod. She leads me out of the back door and across the backyard into the woods. She stops once we're out of sight. "Talk to me, Leah." I look at her. "Hee, I have to get out of here." I growl and start stripping my dress off. "Let me out, Leah. Let me run." My wolf Isis cries out. I can feel her pacing. I know she's in just as much pain as I am. She loves Onyx, Dante's wolf. "All you, Isis, get us far away." I close my eyes and shift. When I open them I know we've shifted. Isis looks over as Justice, Marina's wolf, and Issa's best friend, steps out of the shadows. Justice is so dark in the forest, you could lose her in the darkness. Isis has reddish-brown fur, and a white diamond-shaped patch on her chest. Go Isis, I'm right with you, don't hold back. Justice says over the link, and Isis growls before taking off. Isis is the fastest wolf in our pack. Justice is the only wolf who can keep up. We jump over fallen trees and boulders as we run full speed. Our mind completely empty, focusing only what's in front of us. Over an hour later we stop at the lake that's the farthest point of the pack's territory. Isis leans down to drink from the lake, as does Justice. We jump up onto the huge boulder that goes into the lake. We both lay down, not shifting back. We look out onto the lake. It's silent, with the moon reflecting off the glassy lake. Why would the moon goddess let us fall in love knowing we weren't mates? I don't know, Leah, but the moon goddess has her reasons. Isis says, I feel so damn naive and stupid. Why did I ignore the feeling I'd had for weeks? You're neither stupid or naive, Leah. You and Dante are in love. Marina says over the link. You don't control falling in love, just like Dante can't help the mate bond. I know that, Marina. The thing is, I'm the only one having my heart shattered, and I'm alone. I say, and we sit quietly for the next hour as I'm lost in my thoughts until Justice hops up and off the boulder. Come on, we have to get back to the pack house as soon as possible, she says, and I get up and jump off the boulder. I start running back. I feel the link open. Leah, how and why are you blocking Dante's link? I'm not. I say. He's been trying for the past 45 minutes, but you have a strong block. Marina says. I'm not blocking anyone. I growl. Bullshit, Leah. Dante growls over the link. I get pissed off. Did you need something, Alpha? I ask. Dante growls. You need to get back here now, Leah. He says. On our way back now. I'm not your concern any longer, Dante. I'm sure your mate needs your attention. I growl and block the link. We get back to our clothes and shift back to our human selves, quickly getting dressed. As Marina and I walk back to the pack house, I know she's got something to say. Just say it, Marina. I say, and she smiles. I'm just trying to say it as kindly as possible. She says, don't do that. You and I have never filtered ourselves before. Don't do it now. I say, and she nods. You know he didn't do this to hurt you. He had no choice. She says, and I know she's right. I know it doesn't change the fact that I'm shattered and feel like there's a hole in my chest, and I'm dealing with it alone. I reply. We step out of the woods. There they are, Alpha. One of the Omegas yell, and the next thing I know Rachel rushes over, hugging me tightly, and she's sobbing. When I glance up, I see Alpha Joe and Luna Simone coming over with our Aunt Rose, and behind them are Dante with his Barbie wrapped around him. Oh, Leah, I thought I'd lost you too. Rachel sobs. I glance at the Alpha and Luna, who look devastated. What's going on? I ask, and the only one who walks to me is Rose. She places her hand on my shoulder. Leah, honey, your mom and dad were hit head on by a drunk driver on their way to the ceremony, and we're killed. She says, crying. I'm so sorry, Mia Nipota. No, that's not true. I cry out, but one look at Alpha Joe and Luna Simone's faces show it is. I glance to Dante on instinct, and he moves to come to me, but the Barbie grabs his arm and pull him back, kissing him passionately. Dante trails kisses down her neck as she smirks at me over his shoulder. That's the breaking point and everything goes black and I lose consciousness. What happens now? What is that annoying sound? I hear two voices and they slowly become clear. When will she wake up? Aunt Rose asks. That's up to Leah. Her body took too much and shut down. I recognize the pack doctor's voice, which means I'm in the hospital. So it wasn't a nightmare. I've lost the man I love and my parents and now I'm alone. I open my eyes, slowly, and try to move only to growl in pain. Leah, you're awake. Rachel says from beside my bed. Sorry to upset you. I tell her and feel Aunt Rose says holding my other hand. Come back and head home to rest. We visit for a few hours before they left, promising to come pick me up after I'm released. So ladies, until you turn 18-inch the next year, I'd like you to move into my home. Rose says and Rachel and I agree. They leave and I fall asleep. A few weeks after we move into Aunt Rose's home, we have our own rooms, and I've finished the 2 classes I needed to graduate. I volunteer to go pick up the groceries and head out to town. Mom and Dad's funerals were a few days ago, and it was a beautiful service. I haven't seen or spoken to Dante since the night of his birthday. I miss him and Isis misses Onyx, but it's time to let go. I pull my car into the parking lot and park before heading inside. After I grab the produce Aunt Rose wrote down, I head to the deli. I'm waiting in line when the atmosphere changes. Well, you have some balls showing your face after trying to seduce my mate. Nikki says as her clones laugh. I didn't try to seduce Dante. I haven't seen or spoken to him in weeks. I reply and move around them. I walk to the check stand as Nikki screams. Stay away from my mate, or you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Nikki roars and thankfully the line is quick and I'm heading home. My phone rings halfway there and I don't even have to check. Phone call. Did you need something, Alpha? I ask him. Yes, I need to speak to you in person, Leah. Dante says. You must be high, Dante. Your mate would flip her shit. Go talk to her. I reply, knowing and not caring that it's going to piss him off. Yes, I'm being a bitch to Dante, only because I'm not at a place where I'm ready to see or speak to him. Well, he has clearly forgotten how we felt about each other, because he has his mate that he's crazy about. I don't have anyone. Was there anything else? Pull over, Leah. We can do this now or at your aunt's, either way it's happening. He says and I growl as I spot him behind me in my rear view mirror. I hang up and pull to the side, skidding to a stop. I jump out of my car and glare at him. What the hell do we need to talk about, Dante? I ask and suddenly Isis starts getting annoyed. Isis, what's got you on edge? I ask over the link. She growls. I don't want to talk to him. I glare at Dante. If you can't control Onyx and make him leave Isis alone, I'm leaving. Fine, he says and I watch his eyes glaze over, which happens anytime you mind link, especially with your wolf. Isis calms down and relaxes again. Dante blinks. I'm listening, I say, and Dante looks at the ground. He is silent for so long, I'm just about to get back in my car. I miss you, Leah. I miss my best friend. No one knows me like you do. He says sadly. I don't know what you expect me to say. I miss my best friend too, but it's never going to be that way again. I say, and he steps towards me. Don't do that. Don't say never, Leah. He pleads. I know you're hurting, but after some time, we could work on being friends again. It is killing me to listen to him. No, Dante. We won't ever get back there. Your mate would never allow me to hang out with you, or even be in a half-mile radius. I take a deep breath, which is one of the reasons I'm leaving the pack at the end of summer. I can't stay here. You don't mean that this is your home? Dante says. Not anymore. I have to move on and find my new life, and I won't find it if I'm stay. I say with no room for argument. All of a sudden I hear my cell phone and grab it from the car. Hello? I say and can hear multiple voices in the background. Leah, please get back. It's Aunt Rose, she's gone. Rachel sobs. I jump into my car and speed towards home. Okay, I'm on my way now. What do you mean? She's dead. I went to remind her company would be here, and she wouldn't wake up, so I called the paramedics to take a look. Rachel says as I pull into the driveway, jumping out of my car, and I hug her. Go pack your things so we can figure out where to stay tonight. Rachel hugs me before heading to her room to pack. I am updated on the next steps and lock up after they drive away. I head upstairs to shower and change. I quickly pack my things and head back downstairs. I'm surprised to find Alpha Joe and Luna Simone waiting. Hello, Leah. Alpha Joe says. Hello, Alpha. Hello, Luna. How may I be of service this evening? I say. Leah, we are aware your aunt passed away, and that just leaves you and your sister. Luna Simone inquires. That's correct. I reply. Seeing as neither you or your sister are 18 years old yet, you will need to remain in our pack. Alpha Joe states and looks at me. What happens now? I ask. You and Rachel will be classified as Omegas, which means you will do the pack's wash, cook our meals, clean the pack house, etc. Come, let's head to the pack house. Alpha Joe says, and we follow him out of the house. I decide that tomorrow I will drive my car over to my parents' house and leave it there. I know deep inside that the next 2 months will be hell until I can get the hell away from here. Once we arrive at the pack house, Luna Simone has one of the Omegas take Rachel and I to our room, which is on the floor, as all the other Omegas. She shows us to the small closet room that has a set of bunk beds and a bathroom. Tanya, the Omega who's our supervisor, steps to the door before turning back. Get settled in. Tonight you're not on duty. You may come to the Omega dining hall between 10 to 1030 p.m. to eat. I expect you both to report for your assignments at 430 am dressed in the approved uniforms, which are in the closet. Tanya says, Yes, ma'am, both Rachel and I reply before Tanya leaves, shutting the door behind her. I drop onto the bottom bunk and start to think about how everything has gone to shit in my world. Rachel heads into the bathroom to shower. I've never felt so alone and hopeless. I turn onto my side facing the wall and fall asleep, not realizing I'm exhausted. Wake up, Leah, it's time to get ready and get downstairs to get our assignments. Rachel says as she yanks the blankets off me. Seriously, Rachel, I'm awake. I growl as I get up and step to the closet to grab my uniform. I quickly pull the black scrub-like pants, untying the drawstring, followed by slipping the white button-down shirt over my head. I wash my face, brush my teeth and hair, pulling my hair into a bun on the top of my head. I look into the mirror, and damn, I look like hell. It's only been 2 months since we became Omegas for the Burgundy River Pack, and it's been worse than I'd imagined. After Nikki realized I'd been brought into the pack house, she immediately found me and insisted I be permanently assigned to laundry detail in the laundry room, which is in the basement. That very evening, after the pack had eaten Nikki and her clones Barbie, and Buffy trapped me in the laundry area and proceeded to beat the hell out of me. It was the first of what has become a daily occurrence. When Dante showed up to check on me in the laundry room a week or so later, and Nikki caught him walking out of the door, leading there, she basically convinced all the she-wolves that I'd seduced her mate, and that's when the pack all started pushing, hitting, and abusing me. At first, I couldn't believe the people I'd known since I was a baby were hurting me. Now, I do my best to keep my head down and not draw attention to myself. As we lock our door, Rachel hugs me. "Happy 18th birthday, Leah," she says, and it hits me, it is my birthday. I'd almost forgotten. While Rachel gets her assignment, I don't bother. I'm permanently assigned laundry, and I unlock the door that leads to the room and head down, grabbing the bins of dirty laundry. I head in and get it started. After I've dropped the clean laundry into the pickup bins, I notice it's terribly busy around here. "I should have known I'd find you standing around." Nikki's annoying voice comes from behind me. I turn to face her, lowering my head, as is required of all Omegas when the future Luna is around. "I'm sorry, future Luna. How may I help you?" I said. She shoves a garment bag at me. "I need my gown pressed for the ceremonies tonight. Get it done and bring it to my suite." She storms away, or another word, and I head downstairs to quickly press her gown, but am not prepared for the monstrosity that I remove from the garment bag. Her wedding dress and Luna's ceremony dress is a bright white ball gown with a tulle skirt that probably measured 8 feet wide and weighs a ton. The strapless top has a plunging neckline that ends right below her breasts. I have to wonder if she'll fit down the aisle. As soon as it's finished, I lock up and head upstairs to the Luna and Alpha's floor, with a few rooms only assigned to VIP visitors. "What are you doing up here, bitch?" I hear Buffy growl. I don't reply, just walk to Nikki, who yanks the dress away from me. "Bitch, she asked you a question," Barbie says before punching me. "Stop, I can't have my dress ruined by her blood," Nikki says before running into her room. "You dumb bitch, you almost made us ruin her dress by getting blood on it," Barbie yells before slamming me hard against the wall and punching me in the stomach. "What the hell are you idiots doing?" Nikki yells. "How many times do I have to say it? Not in the public spaces," Nikki says. "Get her in the room and then it's playtime." Not having a choice, I spend the next 2 hours being hit, kicked, and thrown around like a rag doll. They only stop 'cause they need to get ready for tonight. After waiting a few minutes to leave, I step into the hall when Tanya catches me leaving the room. "Oh dear, Leah." Tanya sees my face and cringes. "I'm sorry, hun, go to your room and I'll cover serving dinner," she offers, and I don't even try to argue, heading to our room and walking inside. Rachel doesn't know how to help, just following me into the bathroom, starting a bath as I strip my clothes off. When I do look in the mirror, I'm surprised at the bruises and cuts. I get settled in the bath. "Damn, Leah, they're going to kill you every time, it's worse," she says, sitting on the toilet. "They were pre-celebrating." I say, "We need to go, Leah, get far away from here. It's perfect timing seeing how everyone will be at the ceremonies," she says, and I know she's right. "Okay, pack one backpack and get dressed. We have 20 minutes until I'm 18. I say, standing up and getting out of the tub. We run in 20 minutes. The next week. Leah's POV. I lay in bed snuggled against my mate's side, and I can't believe how everything changed from my being on edge as I watched Dante step out of the vehicle and approach Alpha Jacob, with Nikki at his side looking angry as hell, to moments later, when Liam got out of the limo and spotted me. Isis went nuts and I knew it was him. The one. He raised a finger to his mouth in a shh sign, and I grinned and watched as he and Alpha Jacob got Dante and Nikki to leave. When they stepped into the pack house, I felt Alpha Jacob's link. "Come to my office, Leah. I have the answers you seek." Alpha Jacob says. "Coming right now," I reply and head out, locking my room and heading to his office. I found his scent of oranges and the chocolate the moment I entered the hall to Alpha Jacob's office, and Isis lost her shit. Mate. I heard them talking and I stepped into the office, silently shutting the door. Now, here I am after we've marked one another and made it, and I feel complete and happy. "What's got you smiling so big, gorgeous?" Liam asks. I look up at him. Honestly, I never thought I'd feel this happy again, or ever really. I'd resigned myself to believing as long as my sister and friends were happy that would be enough. I told him and he kissed me sweetly. "My precious love, I will do whatever it takes to make sure you stay this happy," he said. I've never been so happy either. We snuggled for a while longer before deciding we were hungry and heading for dinner. We walked back holding hands. He was so easy to talk to. "Leah, we do need to talk about what happens next," Liam says, and I hear the concern in his voice. "What do you mean?" "I don't stay with you," I ask in confusion and a slight panic. It's been less than a day, but the idea of being apart from him physically hurts. "Sweetheart, of course you can stay with me. I want you with me, but that means leaving your friends and family here and moving to the castle. As prince, that's where my duties are," Liam says, pulling me against him. I immediately feel calmer and I look up at him. "I'm staying with you, Liam," I say with no room to argue, and he beams a smile. "Can we please wait until after my sister's wedding ceremony?" "Of course, my love." He kisses me and we walk up to the pack house and head inside, meeting Alpha Jacob in the front room. He smiles warmly and shakes Liam's hand before hugging me. "I'm so happy for you both. I can't think of two people who deserve this happiness and love more," he says, and we walk into the dining room. "Would you join me at my table?" Liam and I exchange a look and agree. We step to my normal table, and Marina jumps from her chair, hugging me tightly. "Oh honey, I'm so happy for you." Maria hugs me next, and then Rachel is there. I step back and realize Liam held my hand the whole time. "Everyone, this is Prince Liam, my mate," I say, and Liam grins. "My love, this is my best friend since we were kids, Marina, my second mom, Maria, my sister Rachel, and her mate Gino." I love how everyone accepts Liam to the family. We head to have dinner with Alpha Jacob, and afterwards we take a walk with my family, and Alpha actually joins us. We walk and I know they've got questions. "All right, you guys, ask away," I say, and everyone laughs. "So now that you're soulmates, does that mean you'll change into a Lycan?" Marina asks. "I've already started, it's why my eyes changed," I reply, and see Marina frown. "I'll still be me, just faster and stronger. Leah won't change except physically." Liam explains how I will change to everyone as he wraps his arm around my shoulders. "I'm assuming you'll be moving to the castle with Liam, is that correct?" Maria inquires. "Yes, we will, but all of you will be welcome to visit anytime for as long as you'd like. I love Leah and don't want her to lose the people she loves." Liam explains and I see Rachel looks upset. When will you leave? She asks quietly and I rush to her and hug her. We've been through so much the past year, and only had one another. I don't want her to think we'll lose each other now. After your ceremony, of course. I'd never miss your ceremony, Rachel. I tell her and she smiles, hugging me in return. We chat some more and suddenly I feel like I'm being watched and the hair on the back of my neck stands up. I spin around with a growl and scan the area for any movement but see nothing. My growl got Liam's attention as he stands beside me. What's wrong, my love? He asks and takes my hand in his. I felt like someone was watching me, and it was intense, but I don't see anyone. I reply and feel calm as he holds my hand. Maybe I imagined it. I don't believe that for a moment. We just need to keep a lookout and stay cautious. Liam says, kissing me sweetly. I love you, Liam. I say and he smiles. I love you too, Leah. He says before we continue our walk. We return to the cabin and Liam leads me out to the beach. He strips my clothes off and his follow before he lifts me up, and I wrap my legs around his waist. Liam walks into the ocean and kisses me passionately as the water covers us from the waist down, and I feel his hard length slip up and down through my wet folds before thrusting deeply inside me. Damn, my love, you feel incredible. I love when you're inside me. I moan as he starts pulling out and thrusting back inside me. Liam sucks on his mark, and it sends me into the most intense orgasm. Fuck! I scream as he slams as deep as he can and releases with roar, fuck. After we recover, he holds me in the ocean. I've never particularly craved any man's arms, but I crave this. I love when you hold me. You don't particularly like to be hugged or held, but you grin and bear it for your family. Liam says and I nod. I've never felt completely at home, even with the Merinos, which is horrible, because they adopted me when I was an infant. My biological parents were killed in a head-on collision. When Dante and I were together, if he held me or picked me up, it would take a lot of control to not cringe. I just thought it'd be like that with everyone. I admit, until I jumped into your arms, and I felt like I was home. Like I was complete. Liam finished my sentence and smiles. You make me feel complete, Leah, and you're my home. We head up onto the beach and back into the cabin, where we make love until dawn. Liam's POV. I can't believe I found her. She's amazing and sexy, and on top of all that, she saved herself for me. I'm already completely in love with Leah, and today, while she's helping her sister with ceremony things, I'm getting everything ready for my surprise tonight. I hear Gino's Yukon pull up to the cabin, and I head out and jump into the passenger seat. Morning, Prince Liam. Gino says, and I laugh. Gino, please, it's just Liam. I say, and he grins as we pull onto the dirt road to pick up Jacob. My security is in the Yukon behind us. We pull up at the pack house, and Jacob gets in behind me with a huge smile. Good morning, Gino. Good morning, Liam. He says. Did they leave already? I ask. Sure did, about 15 minutes ago. He answers and looks at me. Don't be nervous, my friend, she loves you, she'll be over the moon. We chat as we head to Portland and pull up in front of a jewelry store. I know exactly what I'm looking for, but unfortunately after 4 stores I can't find it. We pull up at the last store and step inside. Hello, how may I assist you? A clearly human woman walks up with a huge smile. She's an older woman, I'd guess in her 60s, but she is wearing a tight, short skirt and her top is cut low. Her silver hair is pulled into a tight bun, and her makeup is too much. I'm looking for an engagement ring. I tell her as I step around her and glance at the displays. I freeze when I spot it. It's the perfect ring. I point to it. That ring. Are you sure? The woman asks and I glare at her. Yes, I want that ring right there. I tell her. Is it for sale or not? Yeah, it's for sale, but it is $150,000, she tells me and I chuckle. Perfect, I say, and she finally pulls it out of the display and hands it to me. It's platinum with a perfect 3-carat diamond in the center and a sapphire on each side. It has a matching wedding band. It's like it was designed for Leah, Jacob says, and he's so right. I get a nervous feeling in my belly, and I've never felt it before. Don't worry, she'll be so happy. We head back to the pack house, and I go to the cabin to get cleaned up for my date with Leah. I go to walk inside and catch her intoxicating scent, but it's coming from the beach. I walk around the cabin and see her. She's gorgeous, sitting on the shoreline, the breeze blowing her reddish-brown hair. I get closer and realize she has her eyes closed and is smiling. You're staring, she says. Yeah, how could I not? You're stunning, I reply. She opens her eyes and actually blushes. I waited so long for her. So long to feel even an ounce of what I feel when I know she's close by. I remember when Alec found Nadine, and he was telling me how deeply he loved her. I've wanted to find that ever since. Now I have. I guess we should head in and get ready. I've never been on a date, she says, and I want to strangle that idiot even more. You mean Dante never took you out? I asked incredulously. We went to eat all the time, but never got dressed up, and he never asked to take me on a date, Leah says with an undercurrent of anger. The more I look back on our relationship, the more I realize a few things I didn't see back then. I'm listening, I tell her as we head to the cabin. I want to know everything about her. Well, he never tried to make me feel like he wanted to be with me. He never tried to woo me, she says. It just bolsters the fact that he saw me as a possession. He just expected me to stay with him, even though he mated with his Barbie. I ask, baffled. I couldn't imagine anyone, Wolf or not, would expect his girlfriend to become his mistress after he mated. Yes, he pretty much said as much the day my Aunt Rose died, Leah says. He followed me, and after we pulled over he said so. Let me tell you something, my gorgeous mate. I will make him suffer if we see each other again. He's a selfish pup who has hurt you, I say, and my gorgeous mate kisses me passionately. I love you, Liam, she says, looking into my eyes. I love you too, Leah, I reply, and we head inside and take a sex-filled shower before I left her to get ready and waited in the front room. Leah's POV. I walk downstairs to find my prince staring out the window at the beach. He's so sexy in his black slacks and black button-down shirt. How the heck did I get so lucky? I'm no one special, a beta's adopted daughter. He's amazing, loving, sexy, and a leakin' prince. Leah, you're so much more than you realize, Isis says. Just look at him. He's the sexiest man I've ever seen, and he loves me. He searched for me, I say to her. Isis is silent, and I swear, if I could see her right now, she's smirking. You, my princess, are the most gorgeous and sexy woman I've ever seen, I hear Liam say in my head, and I look up into his incredible eyes. You can hear when I talk to Isis, I ask him, and he smiles. Not exactly, but Zeus does, and he told me. Liam says, wrapping his arms around me and kissing me lovingly. I'm the lucky one, Leah, you've made me so happy. I'm wearing a short black dress that has long sleeves and hugs my curves tightly. My hair hangs down my back. I also pulled on stiletto sandals. Are you ready, my love? Liam asks, offering his arm, which I take, and we head out and get into the black Mercedes-AMG, and after opening my door for me and closing it once, I'm settled into the leather passenger seat. Liam walks around to the driver's seat and slides in. He takes my hand in his and kisses my knuckles before starting the car, and we head to Portland, a night to remember. Liam drives us into Portland, and I'm in awe of all the activity. Couples walk hand in hand down the street. Families with children laugh and talk, and others are dodging the people who are strolling as they rush to their destination. This is really only my third time coming to town. The first was the morning after Rachel and I arrived. Maria and Marina brought us into downtown Portland to buy clothes, since we'd only had a few outfits. Since we were still on edge about Dante's actions, it was a quick trip with security. The second was earlier today to have our dresses fitted for Rachel's ceremony tomorrow, and the bridal boutique was on the outskirts of Portland. For a woman who'd spent her whole life in a community that was small and had a grocery store, Walmart, and a couple gas stations, Portland was a different world. Since arriving at the Silver Lunar Pack, I'd had no reason to leave the Pack territory. Everything I needed, such as the university and the Pack hospital, were there. Living at the Pack house, the Omegas purchased and made all the food, and Alpha Jacob paid them well. I insisted on doing my own laundry and cleaning, which no one questioned after knowing my past. I'm pulled from my thoughts as I feel my door open and look up to see Liam, holding his hand out. "We're here, my love," he says, and I take his hand and step out of the vehicle. He leads me into a beautiful restaurant, and we step up to the hostess podium, where a woman about my age smiles at Liam after looking up and down his body. "Welcome to the steakhouse. Do you have a reservation, sir?" she purrs, and then bites her bottom lip. I want to slap the shit out of her, but I watch as Liam ignores her flirting. "Caputo party of two," he says, and wraps his arms around my shoulders, kissing my temple. I love that Liam constantly wants to be touching me or having me close, since I feel the same way. The blonde hostess glares at me almost as if I interrupted her flirting and stepped on her toes, and I damn near laugh. "Excuse me, did you find our reservation?" "Yes, sir. Right this way." She stammers and leads us to a private table that is hidden from the rest of the room by half walls and looks out over the bay. It's beautiful, with a white tablecloth and red candles. On my plate is the most gorgeous dark red roses I've ever seen, with a card. I open it to see a sweet note from Liam, and I lean to kiss him. "Thank you, my love," I say, and he grins. "You're missing something," he says, and looks pointedly at the table, where I see a small rectangular box sitting. "Liam, you don't need to buy me presents," I say as I lift the lid from the box and gasp. I feel tears rolling down my cheeks as I lift my necklace. I thought I'd lost the night we escaped. I open the locket, and it is mine, with the photos my mom gave me inside. "How did you? Where did you?" I can't get the questions out, and Liam stands up, taking my necklace from me and putting it on for me. "I found this on the floor of your room the night you escaped. I was so angry after smelling your blood that I wanted to kill the entire pack and burn the pack house to the ground. But finding this, and seeing my gorgeous anima gemella, instantly calmed me enough to not kill that weak piece of shit knowing he'd help me find you. He kisses me again, before sitting back down in his chair. We talk and laugh all through dinner, which is the most delicious ribeye steak dinner I've ever had. After we finish, we head back towards the cabin, and I'm so happy. Take a walk on the beach with me? Liam asks as he parks the car. I'd love to, I reply, and he jumps out and rushes to open my door. He offers his hand and I take it. As we start to walk around the cabin, I see a path with candles on each side and I smile. Liam, I know these candles weren't here when we left, I say, and he smiles. Close your eyes, he says, and I immediately do so. He takes both my hands as he guides me forward, and then stops. Okay, Leah, open them. I open my eyes and gasp. Liam, you did this? I ask as tears roll down my cheeks, and I cover my mouth as I look around at the beach with roses and more candles. There's a heart of rose petals, which Liam and I standing in. Behind Liam is an arched sign that reads, Leah, will you marry me? I look to see my incredible mate on one knee. Leah, I've fallen completely in love with you. You are the only one I want to have children with and spend eternity with. I know it's soon, but sweetheart, I've been searching for you for so long. Will you marry me, Leah? He finishes and I'm sobbing. Yes, yes, of course I'll marry you, Liam. I never imagined I'd love anyone as deeply as I love you, I say, and he stands up and pulls me flush against him, kissing me deeply and lovingly. He leans back and smiles, placing a gorgeous ring on my finger. It had a gorgeous diamond in the middle and a sapphire on each side. The band had diamonds and sapphires running 3/4 of the way around. It is the most beautiful thing I'd ever owned, and I knew it was partly because my incredible mate had chosen it for me. It's perfect. I kiss him and he pulls me close before we head into the cabin and up to the bedroom. Liam slowly removes my clothes, then his own, before he makes love to me slowly and passionately for hours. It's the most loving experience of my life. I'm so in love with him. I wake up the next morning and see my sexy man sleeping. I decide to let him sleep and slip out of bed, pulling my running gear on and grabbing my AirPods and phone. I leave Liam a note and head out to run. I love running by the shoreline. I'm so happy. Honestly, after everything that happened with Dante and the Burgundy River pack, I really had convinced myself that I may not find my mate or love, and that was okay. As long as Rachel and my friends were happy, I would be. But I'm a matter of days. Liam had showed me what true love is. Thank you, Moon Goddess, for my mate, my prince, and someday my husband. I know I'm beaming as I run, and it takes a moment before I realize I'm not alone. Someone is smiling like never before. Marina says beside me. Like you don't already know, I replied with a smile. All right, so Liam may have asked for our blessing. Marina giggles, and we talk of the proposal and how romantic it was. Suddenly we both freeze and scan the area. I immediately feel Isis wanting to take over, but as I look up to see the Burgundy River guards stepping out of the trees surrounding us, I stop her. Isis linked to Zeus, I say to my wolf, and narrow my eyes as Dante's best friend and head of the guard steps closer. Leah, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, Nathan says, and I know we're outnumbered. Let Marina go and I'll go willingly, I say, but Nathan refuses, and we're shepherded into a limo, and the driver drives us away from my home. Nathan sits with us. Did you honestly think Dante would just walk away? You mean the world to him, Leah? Nathan says. Yes, so much so he allowed his mate to abuse me. I sneer. He had no control over that. Besides, Dante has no mate now. Nathan says but refuses to elaborate. We drive another 45 minutes until we stop at a building on the opposite side of Portland from my pack. As we're ushered inside, I make sure to see the street name and address. 1367 Portland Ave. I make sure to say it to Isis, but get no reply. We are pushed into a living room and ordered to sit. Marina and I sit on a large sectional, and I know she's scared. I won't let him hurt you, I say over our link as the opposite door from the one we came in opens and Dante walks in smiling. His eyes look insane, nothing like I've ever seen. Leah, baby, I've missed you, he says walking toward me, and I know he has no clue I'm a leakin'. He looks crazy. Dante, why are you doing this? What about your mate? I ask, and he stops moving towards me. You are supposed to be my mate, Leah. We've loved each other since we were kids. I don't want anyone else. He says with a smile. I'm going to show you we belong together. That's why I brought you here. Dante, I'm not your mate, Nikki is. I start to say, but he roars. No, not anymore, he says. But you marked one another. I say. You mated. That doesn't matter, I'm going to mark and mate with you, and I love you more. It'll break my mate bond with Nikki. He tells me, getting excited. He moves in front of me, taking my hands in his. He pulls me up and starts to lead me to the door he entered from. I pull back and winch my hands away. Baby, what's wrong? I'm not your baby anymore, Dante, I say, and I feel myself getting angry. I growl, and it's much deeper than I've ever growled before. You kidnapped me to force me to mate with you. You know, when a wolf marks a second she-wolf, one of the two will die. But you don't care. Nikki is your mate, and you don't care if her or I die. Dante's afraid and holds his hands up. Possibly, but you and I share the strongest bond, Leah. I wouldn't mark you if I thought it'd kill you. I love you, he says shakily. It's always been you. Well, I don't love you. I know now what true love is, and it's so much more than I ever felt for you. I growl. I flip my hair off my bite mark, and the moment Dante sees it, he growls furiously. No, you're marked. You're mine, he roars, and is suddenly held back by two guards. You idiot, if you try to mark her you'll die. Lycan's blood is deadly, Nathan roars, stopping Dante in his tracks. Suddenly the door we entered through crashes open, and I damn near faint as Liam rushes to me, wrapping his arms around me. My love, are you hurt? No, I'm fine now, I say before kissing him deeply. You piece of shit. How dare you try to leave me for her? Nikki screams and attacks Dante. I look and realize Liam's guards are surrounding us. Marina, I call out and look around, but the moment I see her I smile as she is staring at Liam's personal guard and best friend Noah. Liam and I watch. Mia Gamela. Noah growls. Mate, Marina growls, and suddenly they're kissing and wrapped around one another. He found her, Liam says, and I look at him, seeing a smile, showing how happy he is for his best friend. When we finally arrive back at the pack house, Alpha, Jacob, and my family rush out to hug Marina, and Marina introduces her mate. Rachel walks over with Gino and smiles. Your Highness and my sister, we have decided that since you're going home, after our ceremony, we would be honored if you'd join us and get married at the same time, if it's not too weird, Rachel says, and I feel so much love for my sister. I'm not sure we can. Doesn't the prince have to do things a certain way? I say, looking at Liam. Technically, a member of the royal family has to perform the ceremony and bless the union. Alex steps forward, saying with a smirk, as I am the crown prince, I would love to perform and bless the union. I would be honored, brother, as long as it's okay with Leah. Liam says, and all eyes turn to me. Of course. This is amazing. I jump into Liam's arms, kissing him. Rachel jumps up and down excitedly. First thing tomorrow, we have to find you a dress. She hugs me. We're getting married tomorrow. Everyone is happy, and I whisper in Liam's ear, I think we need to let Isis and Zeus meet tonight. I say, and Isis is going nuts. Oh my love, let's hurry through dinner. Liam says, and we head into the pack house. After dinner, Liam and I rush to the beach. Isis is going crazy. She jumps up and down excitedly, and I quickly strip my clothes off. All right, do your thing, I say to Isis. The feeling of shifting into a lichen is different from a wolf. It's quicker and not near as harsh. When I open my eyes, I see Zeus. He's got black fur and blue-green eyes. Isis and Zeus begin the chase, which I tune out, because even as Isis is part of me, this is her time. The final mating marking is done between our lichens, and it's not that different as that of wolves. After they finish their marking, they're worn out and immediately shift back. Now it's official. We belong to one another, which makes our wedding and Liam's proposal that much sweeter. Many lichens don't go through these ceremonies. As Liam explained, because I'm his mate, that means I'll have to have a crowning ceremony, as I'll be a princess. That won't be till we return home to the castle. Wedding day. I wake up to someone beating on the cabin door and feel Marina mind link me. Get up, it's your wedding day, Marina says and laughs. I'll be right there, I tell her and block the link. My love, I have to go. They're taking me until the wedding, I say, and Liam wraps his arms around me tightly. He kisses me deeply. All right, I'll let you go, but only because tonight you'll be mine for life. He grins. And you'll be mine, I say, and get up groaning. I'm sore from our intense love-making last night. Liam laughs, and I pull on leggings and an oversized shirt. I love you. I love you to baby so much, he says, and I head out with Marina as Noah steps into the cabin. Marina and I head to the pack house to meet my sister, Princess Nadine, and Marina's mom to go get my gown. I'm so happy. So you and Noah. Does that mean you're coming with us? I ask my best friend. She blushes. Well, Noah is Liam's security, so he lives there, and I'm not staying here without him. Marina quickly says, Does your mom know? I ask hesitantly. Yes, she's happy I found Noah. Marina says, Does it hurt to turn into a lichen? I only knew 'cause my eyes changed. I tell her honestly. It's not as abrasive or intense as shifting to a wolf. But justice will still be with me. Marina asks nervously. Of course, Isis didn't leave me, she just became a leak in her, and Zeus completed our mating process last night. I confess, feeling my cheeks heat up. It feels amazing to completely belong to another and have them belong to you. We arrive at the pack house, and we immediately head to Portland to the bridal shop. As we walk in, I'm taken back to go through the gowns, and am pleasantly surprised when I find the gown I've always imagined. I try it on and almost start crying when it fits perfectly. Marina walks into the dressing room and beams a smile. Oh, Leah, it's perfect, she says, and she's right, the dress is satin and hugs my body until it flares out at my calves. It's a spaghetti strap top and has a lace belt. It's my perfect dress. I quickly take it off and pay for it before we all head back to the pack house with our gowns. After having lunch with the pack and Liam, who I couldn't stop kissing, I walked him out to the front porch. I'll see you in a few hours, my love, Liam tells me before kissing me once more and heading to the cabin with Noah, Gino and his guards. The next 2 hours are spent having my hair and makeup done next to my sister. I'm so happy, Leah, Rachel says, holding my hand. I'll miss you so much, but now you'll have Liam, and I know he will make you happy. I love you, Rachel, I say, and we quickly hug before having our makeup and hair finished. Everyone changes into their gowns before helping Rachel and I into our dresses. When I look into the mirror, I feel amazed. My reddish-brown hair is pinned up at the sides, so it cascades in curls down my back. My baby blue eyes are even more bright with my soft makeup, and my lips are a soft brown. I've never felt more beautiful. We head out back and take pictures before starting our ceremony. As I walk towards Liam, I can't believe how amazing he looks in his black slacks and black button-down shirt. Standing in front of the altar that has deep red roses intertwined with the wood. It's simple and perfect. When I make it to him, he takes my hands and smiles. You look incredible, he says. So do you, I reply before we both turn to face Alec. Welcome to the joining of Prince Liam and his soulmate Leah. I'm so happy to be able to join you too, and know my little brother has found his one. Alex is smiling at us. He continues, and we say our vows before placing rings on one another's fingers. Liam's wedding band is a row of diamonds and sapphires that matches my engagement ring and wedding band. After announcing us husband and wife, Liam kisses me lovingly. I present to you Prince Liam and future Princess Leah Caputo. Alec announces and hugs us before we watch my sister marry Gino. It's a breathtaking ceremony, and afterwards we party and dance for hours. When we return to the cabin, my husband makes love to me for hours before we fall asleep. The following morning we wake up and have a sex-filled shower before I get dressed in black skinny jeans, a black tank top and knee-high stiletto boots, pulling a long-sleeved shirt over it, and meet my sexy husband, who's wearing jeans and a black long-sleeved shirt, in the front room. How are you feeling, gorgeous? Liam asks, taking my hand as we head to the pack house. I know we are leaving for home in the morning, and while I'm excited to start our future, I'll miss everyone here. I'm excited but sad, I reply, and feel him squeeze my hand. Totally understandable. I'm sorry we have to move away, but I meant it when I said your loved ones are welcome anytime. I smile at my wonderful husband. Thank you. It helps that Marina is coming as well, I tell him, and we are joined by Noah and Marina a few moments later. Good morning, newlyweds, Noah says, smiling as they start walking with us. Good morning. It's still a surprise to me that you can smile, Noah. I hadn't seen it until recently, I reply, and Noah blushes. I hadn't found much to smile about until recently, he replies, and now it's Marina's turn to blush. We arrive at the pack house right as Rachel and Gino do. I hug my sister. Good morning, I say. Good morning, Rachel replies. So he's still keeping your honeymoon destination a secret. I laugh at Rachel's annoyed expression, since I know exactly where they're going. Good job, Gino. I'm sure she hasn't made it easy. Not at all. Gino grins, hugging me and shaking Liam's hand before hugging his sister and shaking Noah's hand. We walk into the dining room, and it's all decorated in the deep red roses and orange calla lily from our ceremony. The whole pack yells surprise, and Alpha Jacob steps forward. I'm so happy for you all. You all deserve all the love and happiness in the world. Alpha Jacob says with a warm smile. I will miss my 2 pack members, but Leah and Marina, you'll always be a part of the Silver Lunar Pack. He hugs us both and shakes Liam and Noah's hands before we all sit to eat. Liam and I are sitting at Alpha Jacob's table, and the pack members stop by on their way out to congratulate us. Congratulations, Leah. I'm so happy you found your soulmate, Austin says with a genuine smile. Thank you, Austin. I'm sure your mate is close, I reply and hug him. After the dining room is cleared out, I turn to Liam. Baby, I'm going to go up and pack. It won't take long, I tell him, and Marina and her mom offer to help me, while Liam goes to make some calls in Alpha Jacob's office. It takes us less than 20 minutes to pack my things and say goodbye to my home that saved me. We head down and load them into Gino's Yukon, and he leaves to drop my stuff at the cabin. We head back to the front door. You must be so happy, you stupid bitch. We freeze hearing Nika's voice and turn to see her in the driveway. She looks rough. Her perfect blonde hair is all stringy and oily, her skin is red and blotchy, and her once white sweatsuit is covered in stains. Her eyes look insane. Actually, I am. I found my soulmate, I reply. That's not what I'm talking about. Dante rejected our mate bond, and now he's God knows where, if he's even alive. She screams. All because of you. She steps towards me, but my guards quickly get in between us. Of course, got to protect precious Leah. I should have killed you when I had the chance. How dare you speak to my wife that way? Liam roars, quickly coming beside me. Take her to join her mate. Nikki is quickly taken away by the guards, and Liam pulls me into his arms. Are you okay? He asks, and I nod into his chest. I am now. We spend the day at the pack house with my family before having dinner and seeing Rachel and Gino off on their honeymoon. Rachel hugged me for quite a while, and when we separated we both had tears rolling down our cheeks, but smiled as she got into Gino's Yukon and they drove away. Liam wrapped his arms around me and pulled me into his embrace. I love you, gorgeous. I'm here for whatever you need, he tells me, and lets me cry. We say goodbye and agree to meet Marina and Noah in the morning to head home. Liam and I walk to the cabin and down to the beach, sitting there for a while, just watching the waves roll in before heading upstairs, where we make love before falling asleep.